What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving into a Daemogoth Devotion deck, or a Demon Devotion deck, however you want to say it. We're playing this big 11-10 monster once more, and I'm a little surprised that more people don't play it. Of course, it's 4 mana to sink into it, and a little, Heartless Act or whatever can take it out, but the premise of what it is beautiful. 4 mana for an 11-10, sign me up. Now, if you'll notice, the devotion to it also either has 4 black devotion or 4 green devotion. Now, of course, we're going to go for the black devotion as we have Grey Merchant of Asphodel still running around in standard, which is fantastic. This is a 5 mana 2/4, which reads, when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. Now, the life gain is whatever. We do have a veto in the deck, so if we just happen to, have that down when we drop Grey Merchant, should equate to a win a lot of the times. But outside of that, we have 3 Daemogoth Titans, which is 4 devotion completely. 2 Deathless Knights, which again is 4 devotion. 3 Daemogoth woe-eaters, which I would probably recommend cutting this to 2. Maybe even 1, and then upping the number of Deathless Knights or Daemogoth Titans that you have, if you have more. Deathless Knights, of course, it's only an uncommon. You should be able to rack up a few more. But this card really came in clutch in the gameplay. We also have Great Hinge in this deck because we do have this big 11-10, 7-6, 4-2. All these creatures are very sizable and very able to get down a Great Hinge. Also, we have Fiend Artisan down in the lower end, which gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. So this card also, even though it's only a 2 mana card, can end up helping us get down the Great Hinge come those mid to late game fights, right? Speaking of which, Fiend Artisan, again, 2 devotion, which really helps out Grey Merchant. If you don't know what devotion is, it's the actual colored mana used on a permanent. So, for instance, this has either black or green, 2 devotion. Valentine would have 1 devotion. Ayara has 3 devotion. So, the whole deck and the whole premise is built up around playing these cards that have high devotion and still allow us to essentially get high value out of them. So Ayara, every time another black creature enters the battlefield, opponent's going to lose 1 life, we're going to gain 1 life. Furthermore, we can sacrifice another black creature and draw a card. This comes in handy with, getting rid of all this stuff down on the bottom end, adding a whole lot of devotion, keeping us healthy, giving us a little bit of card draw, and we have this cool little thing with Tend the Pest. If you have a Yara down and you have Tend the Pest in hand and you played a Daemogoth Titan, right? You're just like, fee-fa-fo-fum, look at my Titan come. And the opponent goes to destroy your Titan. Well, you can sacrifice it with Tend the Pest. You're going to get 11 1/1 black and green pest creature tokens, which if you're smart and you're following along, does equate to 11 damage with a Yara and 11 units on your side of the board. Not to mention the fact that your opponent was going to remove this card, so if they're going to use it, with something like a Murder Strider or whatever, you're also negating that. You're making the spell fizzle out. So incredibly and extremely valuable there. You have this card that a lot of people might just pass over nowadays, given I don't think Tend the Pest is on everybody's radar, but also sacrificing the Daemogoth woe-eater, 7 pest, that's still 7 points of damage directly. Again, if you have veto down, just double that. So we only have veto in here as a one-off, as this isn't really meant to be a veto deck. This is meant to be a devotion deck with demons that can have that punchability. The nice thing is, yes, the demons reduce the Grey Hinge cost. If you get in with even 1, it's 11 points of damage. Grey Merchant being able to deal 9 points, not hard, given this is 4 and this is 2, which already equates to 6, which means if you have an Ayara down, that's lethal. If you have a Fiend Artisan and a Valentine down, that's lethal. So, now, looking at some of the newer cards in the lower end, we do have Unwilling Ingredient. I think this is super amazing at giving you value later on. Comes down, it's a 1/1 body, has menace, it can do a little bit of attacking here and there, and you can always pay the 3 mana later, even on your opponent's turn. Exile it from your graveyard, draw a card, and lose only 1 life. So of course it always has value later on. We have Valentine, Dean of the Vein, 1 mana 1/1 with menace and lifelink. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, we can exile it and create a black and green pest, which of course plays back in the Ayara. Lisette, Dean of the Root, we can actually play in this deck as well because we are playing Golgari. So whenever you gain life, pay 1, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and this is the big part, those creatures gain trample. So if you're stuck in a part where your opponent keeps chum blocking and you can't quite punch through with your Titans, that's definitely an option that you can go for, right? Now, it is still 4 mana for Lisette, so you'll have to have a little bit of setup, but You know, creating mana is not too difficult when you have things like Great Henge in the deck. A couple other noteworthy things. We have Inscription of Abundance, which can allow you to gain up to 11 life thanks to the Daemogoth Titan if used correctly. And if not, you know, it can remove something from your opponents. It can put 2 +1/+1 counters on something, which, you know, could make all the difference if you put it on a Deathless Knight and it comes down with haste. And it's only 6 mana put in, and now you have a 6/4 with haste. And it's not bad. Murderous Rider, of course, just sort of slides in nicely with this one. And I think that's pretty much it. Lands are what the lands are. If you have the triomes, great. Play, you know, a couple. I don't recommend playing a full set of any triomes, but being able to cycle cards come later in the game, always beneficial. Fabled Passage is great. Snarls are great. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive into the matches. Without further ado, oh, also, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below. It helps me out, helps the video out. Comment on what your favorite part of the video was, and of course, subscribe for more awesome content from yours truly. Now, without further ado, let's go see what this Daemogoth can do. I don't know. Alright, War Dragon. I think we keep this. It's a little bit of a higher end sort of thing, but we can drop Triome turn 1. And, you know, go from there. Got a little bit of removal. Got a Daemogoth. If I go ahead and Heartless Act it, I think I regret that later. Alright, we're going to drop the Dean. The Dean of the Vein. Well, that's interesting. I was about to say, it might swing in here. Gain that life right back. I don't think I used the Heartless Act on the Caryatid. I want to, but I don't think there's a real reason to. I think it's better to use it on whatever comes thereafter. Alright. So at 4 we hit Daemogoth. Toski. Maybe I should have taken out the Caryatid prior to all this. Alright, so we'll take the one here. They will get the draw. It is what it is. Get down the big 7/6. We will have to sacrifice the Valentine on this next turn. I think we can go ahead and get in though. It's only 1 point, but you never know when that makes all the world of difference. I've seen a whole lot of lands. Now it's time for us to see some playables. Deathless Knight's good. I think we hit him with the Deathless Knight. This is 11 points of damage potentially. Wow, they just take it on the chin? Alrighty. On this next turn, we could have Grey Merchant deal up to 6. They have 7 life. Oh, Daemogoth might have to sacrifice itself here. We are so very close. Like if I can get another Dean, or a serrated. Get a 1 mana devotion thing. We'll be sitting very pretty. Very, very pretty. Wow. Just play everything down. Alright, sacrifice this. We'll gain to draw an additional card, which again gives us a better shot at finding that that little 1 mana creature. Oh no. Off by 1. Well, as long as they can't gain life here, it'll be alright. Alright, Merchant of the Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Don't die on me now. We have 21 life. That's a lot to play with. It's a lot that I can let through, right? I think we got them here. Knowing that that is all that they are playing here. We got this. We just gotta make smart blocks here. Yeah. That's not bad. We can block the Toski for the Freeski. And, well, I don't mind Love Struck getting through. Alright, there we go, down to 15, but that's okay, because we're about to heal a lot. And, you know, win the game, so. I guess that's always the thing, too. Grey Merchant, go! And it's that easy. Alright, Trash Can's gonna be our foe. His hand looks a little iffy because it's got a lot of bigger stuff, not a whole lot of lands, but we'll keep it nonetheless, because if I can get to a woe-eater, that makes our Great Henge cost that much less. And there's a big old Titan. A big old Titan. I need some more lands though. All these things are 4 cost, and well, I don't have 4. Tend the Pest, not really what we're looking for if I'm being honest with everybody. I needeth a land. Ooh, that's the first time I've seen that book. It's like a little book plant thing. I like it. Bam, and then play creature. Oh, bye-bye, Great Henge. Of course, Daemogoth Titan still does a lot for it. They might take that. They're looking at my hand and they're like, ha, 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 ha. As long as they don't draw a land, I'm fine. At least that's what they should be. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Hey, we hit a land. Now I just need to hit 1 more. We'll be well on our way. We got a fair amount of 4-drops in the deck. A fair amount. Taking 5 on the chin. Oh, back to my turn. Let's go. I never would have guessed that was actually going to be our 4th land, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Alright, yeah, I think we go ahead and drop the Titan. Daemogoth. They don't have enough for a Skyclave Apparition as is. Not saying they won't on this next turn, just saying right now they don't. Okay? We'll have to just keep hoping, I guess. By the way, since Daemogoth is so big, it makes Great Henge still come all the way down to 2 mana, so no harm, no foul there, I guess. Plop you on down. Now, one thing we can do that's very interesting. We can turn this Daemogoth into a whole lot of little 1/1s that whenever they die, we gain life. Now, not going to gain life whenever they enter the battlefield. Could put down Deathless Knight, does have haste. You're going to swing in, makes us sacrifice this. I think I got to go for the Deathless over a woe-eater here. So let's go for you. Inscription of Abundance, that's so beautiful. Let's go. Now, as long as our Titan can live, then we can use this and gain a ton of life. So, that's fantastic. Swing in with these two, I believe. We'll sacrifice the unwilling ingredient. This is also 16 damage at the opponent's face, so, you know, not too shabby. They are going to block. They're going to block it up. Sack selfless, keep the shale alive. Really wish we had this available in that past turn, but it's fine. It's fine. Seasoned Hollow Blade, is that it? You clown. You're going down. Downtown. We're gonna gain a lot of life here. Ooh. Ooh. So I could drop you, and we would deal and heal for 10. Then I could drop this and heal for 11? Or I just drop this. Don't have enough for 10 the pest, though. Oh, that's awkward. I could have this fight. Wait a minute. Is that lethal? Like, Gray Merchant, come on down. Deal 10, alright? And then we do this. Choose one. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, right? Right here. And we say, bye-bye, season. And then we swing in for, like, 16 damage. So that's a good game. Hey, let's go. So, y'all know I like to keep my hands. I can't keep this. It's beautiful. But I can't. Well, I don't want to toss back any of this. This is like golden. I guess I'll toss back Gray Merchant. That's the kind of thing that you don't mind finding later. Alright, Serrated. I'm gonna need you to live there, buddy. You little arthropod? Arachnid? It's not an arachnid, that's a spider. What are scorpions considered? Anybody knows out there, you let me know. It's not an arachnid, is it? No. It's maybe it's just an insect. Maybe I'm just overcomplicating it. Anyways, we'll keep getting him serrated. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a whole lot of faith and confidence in my Daemogoth. They have 4 black mana, they haven't played a single spell. Turgrid's Lantern. Ooh. Ooh. I'll take the 3 life loss. I will. I will indeed. I'm a little worried for you, Daemogoth. I'm not gonna lie, buddy. You're really big. You give them an easy target. But this can potentially equate to our Great Henge, which of course, I'm all on board for. Nah, you don't wanna. You don't wanna. Come on, YYD. YD. Douche. I'll discard a land. And hey, not even paid, or not even punished. Not even in the slightest. I kind of want to go ahead and sack Serrated just to try to find some more creatures in here, but I feel like that's wrong, you know what I mean? It's got to be wrong. Sorcery speed sack your own creature? Oh, it's got to be wrong. Clackbridge. Tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm such a nice guy. I'm just going to immediately destroy it. You're welcome. Now you should really activate that lantern before I get those goats down. Yeah. Made that easy. I'm also going to go ahead and sacrifice one here just for my own gain. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. I'll do it again. So much land. So much land. What's a man to do with all these lands? I guess attack. Yeah. Alrighty. 8 out of the top 17. I like 50% land draw. Lose 3 life all day long. All day. So if I go here, we don't have enough for your Yara. We're off by 1. That's a bummer, but you know me. I'll give it up for the Great Hinge. I will give it up most certainly. What we can actually do here is pretty interesting. Get them deathless. They're just gonna take the damage. You freaking clown. We had enough mana that we can bring Deathless back, and because we have Great Hinge, we can gain life, and so you tap Great Hinge, Deathless comes back, then you play Deathless and get some more card draw, and it comes down as a 5/3. Might be smart of them to not have blocked there, but we'll see. All right, they're going down to 5. Going down to 5. Ba, 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 da, da. Lose 3 life. No, 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 no. No. Wait a minute. I should have hit Z. What was that? Oh, and the game railroads me with more land. I think we could have brought the Deathless Knight back into our hand there had we just done it at the right freaking fracking mother flipping moment. Oh boy. Alright, well, I like the Tend the Pest with the Ayara if we can get something else down, you know what I mean? Because it is just very, very easy. Oh, well, ooh. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, this is so horrible. I forget they get the Ayara back because I sacrificed it. Whoops. It's not good. Tis not good at all. Should have been discarding more here recently with all these lands. That's alright. We're okay. Nothing to see here. Don't mind me. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. That is a heartbreaker. Alright, down to 1, but let's remember, probably could have saved that Deathless Knight, and then we just get us serrated. Come on, draw me something big. That's... There you go. If that ain't flooding, I don't know what is. Sure, I made a mistake on the Deathless Knight, but we still could have won even with the flood. Nah, sorry. We still could have won even with the flood, which is the amazing thing. So we'll say GG and concede it out. It's a little embarrassing, not gonna lie, but hey, you know, early morning mistakes, they happen to the best of us. Anyways, if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section what your favorite part is, and of course subscribe for more awesome content.